Welcome to Business Innovators Radio, featuring industry influencers and trendsetters sharing proven strategies to help you build a better life right now.
You are listening to the Brilliance Business Show, conversations with leading experts in business. I am your host, Mark Stephen Pooler. And today we have the most incredible guest, Kathy Bradley. Kathy is a best-selling author, and our topic today is inspiring individuals to awaken to their true purpose. Kathy, welcome to the Brilliance Business Show.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Mark Stephen, for having me come. I appreciate it.
I'm really looking forward to a conversation with you today, Kathy. Before I get started, I just need to make a legal disclaimer that Kathy is not offering legal advice or legal assistance. So let's get started with the show. Kathy, can you share with our listeners a little bit about yourself and your business?
Yes, thank you. So my business, as you mentioned, a best-selling author, and I also am working with people as a consciousness facilitator, and I am founder of Kathy Bradley and the Angels. So I share my insights, techniques, and guidance, inspiring the clients to awaken to their true divine path and purpose. There are simple yet powerful tools to assist them in consciously navigating these changing times so that they can shift their vibrational frequency and live in harmony, peace, beauty, and joy. I help them manage their energy fields.
I love that, Kathy. We all need help with our energy fields and spirituality. I want to dig a little bit deeper into your business a little bit later. Who are your customers? What clients do you serve?
So my customer is someone that's interested in discovering their true life purpose and calling. Very often they may feel confused, anxious, or even just plain tired. There's a yearning and a curiosity for something better. And they may feel they want to make a difference, but they're not quite sure how to accomplish that or what steps to take. The other group of people that I primarily work with is someone that's come up in a crisis in their life. They may be facing a loss of a loved one, experienced some illness, had a divorce, anything that typically would provide a catalyst so that they begin to question their life.
I like that, Kathy. You're really serving people when the time comes, when they're really in need for that support. I love that. Do you recall a specific aha moment that led to the launch of your business?
Yes, absolutely. It was funny. I was involved in a designer show house out on Eastern Long Island, and I created the Serenity Room as I saw a need for people to reconnect and get back to the wisdom. So I created this beautiful surrounding. And when I did that, I also provided angelic readings as people would come to the designer room. And lo and behold, they started to line up. Yes, they enjoyed the beauty of the room, but more they were talking and sharing about how I had touched them with these beautiful angelic readings that I offered.
Well, you have kindly just offered one for me, so I'm super excited for mine, Kathy. What really motivates you to jump out of bed every single morning?
Knowing I can be of service. That's always been the primary role. When I switched from the corporate arena and looked into what I wanted to do, I always asked the question, how may I serve? And even when I was in that corporate arena, I would be involved listening to Zig Ziglar and different people that would help motivate and inspire other people to live a happy, fulfilling, peaceful life.
I agree. When you're coming from a place of service, that is a real great reason to jump out of bed every single day. I am just the same as you, Kathy. When you're coming from service, it's so rewarding. What sets your business apart, Kathy, and what unique need are you filling for your clients?
Great question. Thanks for asking. So, right now, there's so much chaos and drama and noise. And there's an enormous amount of fear right now. And so, what I help people do is move out of that place of feeling the frustration, the confusion, and the anxiousness. Because what has happened is we're in this grand shift.
Yes.
And so, when people are in that place of fear, they feel disoriented, confused, and actually knocked out of their center. And no longer are the answers found out there. So that causes a lot of uncertainty and doubt. So I provide a nurturing, comforting space for you to heal, to become whole, and to learn how to connect, make the connection yourself with Source, with your angelic realm, with all of the guides that are there to offer you inspiration in every area of your life.
Kathy, we're speaking the same language. Nothing is ever on the outside. Everything is within. I am really excited for my reading with you now. Kathy, why is your service especially important in today's modern world? And I am sure it really is important now more than ever with the year we've had.
Oh, yeah, right. So, yeah, never has it been more important to go within, to seek the wise counsel of your higher self. So I share these techniques and awarenesses that help you shift your awareness from the noise and the chaos and the distractions to the stillness within, where we are calm, centered, and harmonious, so that we can live a happy, fulfilling life. So as I mentioned, we're in this grand shift. And if you're asking, what is the grand shift? It's a shift of consciousness. Yes, it is a tumultuous time. And I see us in this reboot stage, similar to a computer that needs to stop and reboot. We're being called to shift our conscious awareness from the third dimensions, where it's polarized in duality, right? Right, wrong, good, bad, black, white.
Yes.
Into the fifth dimensional, into the unity consciousness based on unconditional, non-judgmental love.
Can you just share a few more details of the kind of services and products that you offer, Kathy?
Yeah, so this is a tricky period of letting go of the old, outdated systems in order to create the new. It's a messy time. So we unknowingly make it longer and harder as we grip tightly onto what we know, rather than moving into the field of infinite possibilities. So simply, I do this by assisting people to shift their attention from the chaos, the noise, and go within to find that insular Tahiti, where we actually can create heaven on earth. And I know this may seem crazy when you look out at the seemingly toxic world. But I provide these simple steps and tools to help them explore, expand, and empower themselves. They begin to see the beauty and the divine within and realize that they are powerful creators. So sometimes it may begin with with an angelic reading or a life coach session, and then they may dive deeper with the empowerment program. So in particular, I wrote this book, The Light Becomes You. where I outlined a program with the empowerment process. And it has 3 levels. And basically, it's all formulated around manifesting your soul's desires. So I provide 3 stages with lessons. And then we also have weekly calls to go along with it to make sure that they can clarify and answer anything that they may have questions about. So we discover their true calling so that they can be fully supported with enough money, time, and energy. We shift their energy from lack to abundance, despite the distractions. And we stop self-sabotage in its tracks to help them set up a divine discipline so that they can stay focused.
Now, Kathy, I know you have lots of client success stories. Could you just pick up one that stands out to you?
Okay, yeah. I have Jane, and she found that she had the answers within. And it was so exciting because, quite frankly, I see myself as a pointer. And what I mean by that is I hold the space for them, this loving, comforting space, and offer them tools so that they can awaken and find the answers themselves. So what she did is she realized that no longer did she have to look outside of herself for happiness and for peace. You see, she shifted the way she looked at things. She realized that when she became happy, that she created that in her outside environment, because whatever we put our attention on is what we draw to us. So it was really exciting to see, in particular, when she came up with it. And she's like, oh my gosh, I have the answer. Like, I'm the one that creates the happiness. And then it comes to me. And I was like, yeah, that's it. You got it. So it's beautiful when you see them grow and explore and move into their innate wisdom that they all have, because everyone is divine and they all have these beautiful answers and awarenesses within. It's a matter of letting go of all of the programs based in lack and limiting beliefs.
I just love a success story, and you're bringing smiles and happiness to people who are in need of a pick-me-up and in need for that lift. So I really respect the work that you are doing, Kathy. And also, Kathy, you are involved in a new book collaboration called Navigating the Clickety-Clack. And it's got some world leaders part of this project. We have Dr. Joe Vitale, we have Adam Markle, Marie Diamond, and the mind behind it, Keith Leon. Could you just tell us a little bit about your chapter of the book?
Oh, sure. Absolutely. Yes. So it's so exciting to be part of this international bestseller. I just love Keith Leon. He's beautiful. He offered the opportunity to share my insights to help people through this time of clickety-clack. And as he so well describes the story of his friend who would share with him, when you're in that place of the unknown. So when you're riding that 10-speed bicycle, right? And the chain, you switch the gears and the chain has not yet clicked in, you are in that place of the clickety-clack.
Yes.
So we all took part in this book. And my chapter in particular, I share with people how to disconnect from the noise and the drama. And one of the simplest tools there is, and yet very often it's overlooked, is the breath. You see, when we go into those 3 deep consecutive breaths, we'll do it right now. Just breathe in and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. And then the third, breathe in And as we exhale, just notice what you notice. Do you feel calmer, more centered, at ease?
Definitely.
Yeah, so it's really amazing how powerful that breath is. And the other point that I bring up in the book, that's one of the greatest tools that I have, is assisting people to shift their perspective. You see, whatever we think, whatever we feel, we create. So, very often when people come to me, they'll say, I'm confused, I'm stuck, I'm tired, I doubt myself, I don't know what to do, I'm angry. And I bring the awareness to them. Every time you say, I am, that's what you're calling into yourself. So if you can shift that out from I'm tired, I'm confused, I'm angry, to I am in peace, I am certain, I am sovereign, I am powerful from a place of love. When we're in that place of love, that unconditional, non judgmental love, that's where the infinite field of possibilities are open to us.
Yes.
So if we can become aware of that and shift our thoughts and our words and our actions, our feelings, you see, you have to believe it to see it. And most people think you have to see it to believe it. So it's
Yes.
actually a whole different perspective. And it brings us into that place of creating. We are the creator. We are the producer. We are the director, and we are the actor of our lives.
Yes.
When we become aware with our thoughts and our feelings that we are creating the life of our dreams. So it's really empowering for people to become aware that so often we focus on what we don't want rather than what we do want. And then it creates this vicious cycle where we keep recreating what we don't want. And I love the definition from Einstein. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results.
I just love that, Kathy. I would encourage everyone to get onto Amazon and get a copy of Navigating the Clickety Clack Volume 2. Kathy, I feel uplifted. I love your energy. I love what you're about, and I've really enjoyed a conversation with you today. My last question for today: how can our listeners get a hold of you? What's the best way for them to connect with you?
Great, thank you. So my website is Kathy, Kathy, Bradley, Bradley, and the angels, and theangels.com. And so if they go on there, they'll find I have the links to the Facebook, LinkedIn. They could also go on there, and I'll be happy to offer them a free ebook from my The Light Becomes You. And they could connect there and get my phone number and my email address. And I would love to connect with them in any way that makes their life happier, more joyful, and peaceful.
Kathy, I have really enjoyed a conversation with you today. Everyone listening, if you are struggling with something at the moment, a relationship breakup, you are struggling with loss of jobs, or you need some guidance to move forwards in business or in life, go to Kathy Bradley and theangels.com and get your free copy of the ebook as well. Kathy Bradley and theangels.com. Kathy, thank you so much for coming on to the Brilliance Business Show.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mark. I really appreciate it. I love talking to you. You have a beautiful energy, and it's been a joy. So thank you so much.
The feeling is mutual. You have been listening to the Brilliance Business Show. conversations with leading experts in business.
Thanks for listening to Business Innovators Radio. To hear all episodes featuring leading industry influencers and trendsetters, visit us online at businessinnovatorsradio.com today.